So, Nancy, timeline. Saturday into Sunday, they did as what most college students do. They go out on Saturday night. So the victims were at the bar until 1:30 in the morning, then the food truck at 1:41, then they were driven home at 1:45. The murders happened between 3 and 4 a.m., and 911 was called almost at noon on that Sunday morning, or in the middle of the day on Sunday. Why didn't the roommates, do you think, hear anything? 2 of them were killed on the 2nd floor, 2 on the 3rd floor. Do you think maybe there were bedrooms in the basement floor, and that's why they didn't hear?
Interesting. As you said, 3 stories, 2 on 2nd, 2 on 3rd. That obviously leaves the other 2 victims on the 1st floor. And I agree, yes, we don't know the exact layout of the house, but that means that this perp had to go up to get the victims. A lot has been made about why the surviving roommates didn't hear anything, and I keep pointing back to Ted Bundy. The women in the Chi Omega house didn't hear anything. And another thing, yeah, exactly. And another thing, these victims apparently didn't hear what was going on next door because they were in bed. I believe at least 2 of them woke up and fought enough to fight back, and the other 2 were still in bed. So that's why the roommates didn't hear anything. But I'll tell you another thing I think they should be doing, and this is going to be a very tedious task, and that's called a cell tower dump. It's hard to do, but you get the info from the phone companies. What phones were pinging off that cell tower closest to them in this area between 3 and 4 a.m., probably between 2 and 5 a.m. Very tedious task. I've also heard mention of ancestral DNA. Here's a problem. You may get a fingerprint, but who are you going to compare it to? If they're not in APHIS fingerprint databank or CODIS DNA databank, you're going to have to go with ancestral DNA.
What's interesting too, they said it was targeted, no forced entry. So I wonder if this person who did it knew where the people were sleeping, because they only went to those 2 bedrooms, it looks like, or 3 bedrooms, and there was no forced entry. So maybe they knew the code. You saw the picture of the front door, there was a code.
Absolutely targeted.
All right, Nancy.
Absolutely targeted.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Still ahead.